welcome back. Well, my hair's fucking crazy today. I don't make it look like that in church. I had brushed it. We went to the store. I had to get some chicken and dog food. Hi, Randy. Stuff really good with apples, by the way. Like that and tuna salad, my favorite lunch. Tuna salad and crackers. Hey, Keb, why don't you put that dog right there on the chain?
This one?
This one.
That one?
Probably go ahead and take her shorts off.
Bite him, shoot. Bite. Or you're being left alone. All the way over there. Yeah. No.
There's a little girl.
I have to take off my princess pants.
I know she likes her princess pants, but she'll pee on them if you leave her out there by herself.
She's
She's cute in her little pants.
You think so?
Mm.
It's fine. We'll get through in time.
Son! The other one. Son! The other one. I'm not going to sit here and listen to him scream in my ear all day. Sugar's fine on the chain. Kiff, not so much. He's all one track minded. Sugar's in heat. Kiff just can't fucking stop. Nope. Nope. I'm not. Beautiful day in Arizona, boys and girls. Thank you, sir. Kiff, she's in the back. You can't see her from up here. I know, right? Dumb as they come.
Yes, we did, kid.
I went to church today. Jeebus drug me out up to Canada to the feet of Lee and smited me. I'm not alive. What is this you're sitting in?
Water.
What? Is it on the floor? Comes to mind. Why are you sitting there like that when it's on the floor? So yeah, I went to church. Went pretty good. They sung a bunch of Christmas songs. Didn't talk about Jesus too much. I talked to the president about his confounded moon. And we're back. Hi, hi.
Chico.
Oh, he's got all kinds of problems. Morning, Spark. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. We went to church today and I survived the event. Jeebus didn't come and snatch me up. Take me to Lee. It went pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You just got power back. Nice. Congratulations.
Chico.
That'll teach you to have a rainstorm in the middle of December. I told you it's going to be wetter than white this year. You can get a lot more rain and snow, I think. You can thank our four winds for that shit. They shifted a bit. I know, it was funny. I didn't even see Jeebus once. He didn't flip me off or nothing. I was like, dang. Lee must be wrong. Yep. I talked about Isaiah 24:23 and the confounded moon. Nobody called me a Satanist or anything. It was pretty cool. Good meeting, I guess. I didn't have my pictures on me, so we didn't get to cover Raw. But after talking to the guy, he knows about the older books. He's apparently been through seminary at some point. That's what priests go through. They learn about the canon and what it really says, which has always confounded me as to why they keep preaching that book if they know what the older books say. Priests, funny characters. Because those older books very much contradict what Rome wrote in their book about those older books. Funny enough, if you read them. Ain't that right, Spark? They tell you a whole different Jeebus story. I know, right? I don't know where he gets that shit. I probably go to church more than he does, honestly. I mean, look at it. That's what we do, right? We go around talking to churches, pointing out confounded moons.
Grifter.
Only person ever called me a grifter or Satan's delusional child
Chico.
is Lee. Usually, when I remind a preacher, or in this case a president, that they took on the responsibility for their flock, and they need to fucking look at their signs because it's been going on for too long for him not to have mentioned it, and trying to uphold as some kind of preacher, because your ultimate responsibility is for each and every soul sitting here. I said you got signs to tell you what time it is, and you've been ignoring it because it's in your sky, and it's been doing cartwheels since October of 2010. I told him, I said, I know you ain't the old president, but you're the new president, and I've been traveling around talking to many preachers, and all of them are talking about the confounded moon. I certainly hope you would at least look at your sky and compare to your verses as to what time it is, sir. And he was like, yeah, that sounds like an interesting thing to do. So, well, your sky's up top. Look at it above your head. That's something man cannot manipulate, right? So that's why that's in your book. And you're supposed to understand it's confused when you look at it. So hopefully he'll go out and look at his sky tonight. Either way, I know he'll notice it sooner or later. Another beautiful day. I don't know what we're going to do today.
Point at Chico.
Point at Chico.
It's all his fault. Hell, Chico.
Cookies. What are those packs of cheese for the kids that are coming tomorrow? Huh?
That's the biggest one. There's two.
One of them is Jamie's. Put his bags up somewhere today too. I don't know where the hell I put them. Fuck, I'm throwing stuff everywhere. It was a bouncy ride back and forth. I'm glad little girl ain't like Kiff. Hey, Vigorous, how you doing, brother? We just got back from church. It was interesting. I didn't get to see a real sermon. They just sung Christmas carols pretty much. So I'm still a little bit, well, not too lacking on what they preach out there. They use the Catholic book. Anyway, I guess they got 12 doctrines of faith. I got to read up on that. But good news, Jesus didn't come out and drag me up to Lee. None of that happened. We got our message across about Isaiah 24:23 and the confounded moon. And he definitely understood it. I don't think he'd noticed at all. And I made him understand how it's his responsibility to notice. So he needs to go out there and look. He took on the responsibility of every soul in that church when he said he wanted to be a president. He started this, yeah, well, we don't have pastors. We just have people who move in and take over when they're called and this and that and everything. I was like, well, that's cool. You've been called, bud. You took up the call, and it's on your watch. So he'll probably go look. All those lines are drawn in the sky today. Hey, Buckeye. Didn't see you there. You look like a wolf. I'm looking at a little matchbox printing over here. So it's tough. Keep up with y'all. I'd say it's going to be a nice warm day today, bud. I took off my hoodie. It's the first time I've had that thing off, I think, in a couple months. Chico, what are you whining about? Hmm? Little girl's right there in the mirror. You can see her. He ain't figured it out yet. He's upset. He can't see Shuggy. You're as bad as Kiff, you know that? He's come in a smaller package. But he's looking for her hard. Are you upset? You look upset, Chico. He's upset. He says he's highly upset. What are you doing, dummy? Hi. What are you doing? Are you just freaking out, man? Yes, you are. You are freaking out, man. Fucking this guy right here. He can't get sugar off his brain. He's like, she smells so pretty. Or she smells so pretty. Oh. Oh, you're bad Chico. Chico, stop. Kifferton. You lost calls, bud. Where's your rope at? It's all the way down there.
Doesn't care about the
I know he don't care about the rope. Little fucker. He's lost his mind. He got sugar on the brain. VP took power from Trump.
no power.
They just trying to start a civil war.
What? No power. You can't stop things.
Your government looks like it's committing suicide because it is. It knows my thumbnail is a CME from behind the planet. They've dug those bunkers in anticipation of that CME behind the planet.
Oh, poor Fluffy.
Yeah, that's where I just went today. Like I said, they didn't really have a sermon, but they did sing a bunch of Christmas carols. So it wasn't such a bad time. I'm just glad I didn't have to listen to a bunch of Jeebus shit. He said, I think the president's read some, he's had some seminary training. I can tell you that right now, just after talking to him. He knew about the older books. Some preachers don't. But it always confuses me why in the hell they go along teaching a lie if they know about the older books. But I didn't ask him that. I told him I had read the Bible front and back when I was Methodist, Baptist, and every other kind of denomination you could imagine. And he started in on how they let everybody worship the way they want, including the Hopi up here. And I was like, dude, I think the Hopi let you worship the way you do. He's new. He's new. So you gotta give him a little leeway, I guess. I don't know what the hell he's thinking or where he thinks he's at, but yeah, that's funny the way he said that. Like, that's pretty telling. Anyway, I had a good time. I got some information I had wanted, and got to see them do their thing in church. It ain't no different than any other church that I saw. They're preaching from the same book, and their preacher knows that book ain't what he's telling people it is. I learned that. I didn't learn why he is teaching the lie, though. See, that's the thing that confused me. Is it the only thing they have to grip on? I don't know. I didn't ask. I just wanted him to know what time it is. It really helps people understand what time it is when they start looking at the verses they've been talked about all their lives in the sky happening. That's kind of what I got. He didn't have any other books to teach from. And we all know the original books ain't talking about Jesus saves. So yeah, I don't know what his motivation is. Doesn't really matter. I got the message to him. Now he's got to do with it what he will. And I pray for his parishioners. He does the right thing. Because I know all my life I've heard that verse, Isaiah 24:23. It never made any sense until I saw it actually happening in my sky. I was like, oh, that's what they meant. And even after that, I was compelled to go to the tribes and forget about the tribe of Judah I came from. That was pretty dumb. I don't, I don't know what I was thinking for that first year. Truly. Because they're everywhere. I don't have to go searching for them. Fuck, just drive down the road, you'll see one of their steeples. Misleading all the peoples. Yes, sir. About the time they started teaching the peasants how to read. They started changing the language and changing the books. That way we didn't know the truth about, the Lord's Prayer being a description of how to get gonorrhea. It's fucked up. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff old boy knows about. Yet he's still up there on the pulpit every Sunday. That's what they teach you in seminary. I know because I have friends that have gone. I've spoken to how many preachers now? Priests, Masonic temples, a whole bunch. Real interesting group, huh? So many factions, so many divisions inside their own house, reading from the same book. It's because that book contradicts itself so much. It causes splinter factions like what you see. Some of them hold true to this verse, some of them hold true to that verse, and that's their doctrine out of the book. They pick and choose. It's like cherry picking out of a book. Well, if you're going to hold that book up as the Word of God, the whole goddamn thing's the Word of God, or none of it is. I agree. None of it is. Yeah, well, I don't see Jeebus around. I sure as hell ain't playing the part. I think if Toth comes up out of that fucking hole and I see him, there's gonna be a jugular in my motherfucking mouth. I don't give a fuck. You don't go around sucking souls, man. I do mean that figuratively. He'll get a fucking piece of my ass if I ever run into him. That's the one guy I'd love to talk to. Motherfucking Ninja Gita. You read that Ethiopian Bible, what Jesus tells his brother about the archons and the machinery that's kept here is identical to what fucking Toth was telling you. Imagine that. Same fucking guy. Till the Jesuits got a hold of him, then they turned him into Jeebus. Everybody knows I'm not a big fan of the Jesuits. I've read their oath. You ever read their oath? I think I kind of forced the reading of their oath. I was yelling about their oath. Fucking dumbasses. Who the hell bangs children's heads on fucking walls? Jesuits. That's who. Kills me is the Christian world over here in America seems to forget where their book came from. You can hear them talk about, oh, we're not Catholic. But you're reading that Catholic book as the Word of God. I think you're Catholic. You mentioned the Jeebus, the big lie of the Jesuit tribe. I judge by actions, not by words. If you're acting like a fucking Jesuit, you're a goddamn Jesuit. I don't care what you call yourself. You call yourself Baptist, fucking Methodist, anything you like. If you're talking about that shit that they fucking wrote down in that book, you're a goddamn Catholic. Like it or not. Who wrote that book? Rome. Rome wrote that book. That's who wrote the book. It wasn't Jeebus. It wasn't God.
Jeebus will strike you down before you.
People say this planet belongs to Satan. You honestly think Satan would allow the word of God to be known? Something's wrong with these people. Just their thought patterns is like messed up. It's a good thing Satan's about as made up as fucking Jeebus. It's all what we do to ourselves out here and each other. Ain't no fucking Satan making you do the things you do. You do them in free will. That's the one fucking thing
Chico.
people forget. That free will. It's not always pretty. Like a narcissist, they like to blame Satan for the things they do. I gotta tell you, if I do something, it ain't Satan's fault. It's mine. I did it. Fuck that shit. You do it, you need to own it. Quit passing it off to somebody else. That's the beginning of the fucking most vile thing that happened on this planet. And it continues in every aspect of life. You pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. It's not okay. At some point, you need to fucking hold it And maybe you start bettering yourself if you realize what you've been doing is wrong. Stop blaming other people. That's one of the most valuable lessons I've learned. As far as my eternal soul goes, I'm the motherfucker responsible for it. Period. Good or bad. It's yours. You did that. So I suggest you shine it up if you haven't begun. Because you ain't going to be here much longer. None of us are.
How'd you get back here, Jim?
Everybody leaves here the same way. At some point before you leave, I certainly hope you take upon yourself to clean your soul because ain't nobody going to do it for you after you're gone. It's too late. That's the whole point of fucking life. You live and you learn. And if you don't learn, you're going to have to do this shit over again. Recycling machine or not. Creator's fixing to send a whole bunch of people back down to the atomic level of creation. I hope to see you guys on the other side of that. Because that's going to be a chord struck. Ain't no coming back from that. It's our time to shine now, folks. Right now. Let's help each other learn just how amazing we really are. That's what time it is now. Shine your soul. Because the end is fucking here. And the beginning is right after it. I hope to have the next generations starting out right. And I'm pretty sure that's why we got this information. We're not going to be against a whole bunch of fucking governmental bullshit after the reset. We just got to hold true to the truth. Hey Glenn, how you doing, brother? Hopefully you're having a good Sunday. I'm fixing to hit this resin bowl I packed the other day. It's sitting here crusty. I just survived another preacher incident. Pretty well, actually. Spoke to him about his confounded moon. I didn't get breakout raw on him. I don't know if he could have handled raw today, to be honest. We had a good enough conversation about his moon and his books. And he's been teaching people. So you know that that verse, Isaiah 24:23, right? You ever look at your moon, preacher? Because when you signed on to take control of this church, you signed on to take responsibility for each and every person that sits here. You might want to look at the signs your book's giving you to know what time it is. Sounds like the place I want to be, Glenn. But you know how it is. Sometimes we can't be where we want. There's others out here that need to hear this. And I saw that today. Found a couple more churches up here too. Next time I get a chance.
Chico.
I was going to stop in the one, but they were in the middle of a sermon when we got there. I don't want to walk in on the middle of it. I'd rather catch them after. One of those wasn't the right time things, but I know where they're at now. I know exactly where they're at now. I'd never noticed them off to the right. Oh my God. I'll bet you're just sitting around hungry as fuck right now. Talking about, I can't wait until the taste time. That sounds good, Glenn. One of them was talking about the Sabbath today. I didn't address it. But that's one misnomer in the whole Christian community, Sabbath being Sunday. Sunday is actually the first day of the week. Look at your calendar. It'll tell you Sunday is the first day of the week, not Monday. Sabbatos, the root of Sabbath. Saturday. They're told in their book they're supposed to rest on that day and go to church on that day. None of them seem to do that, funny enough. They all do it on Sunday. The exact day you're not supposed to do that. Isn't that weird? He says, oh, no, I sample everything. Good. I bet. I know you do. Fucking Glenn. I got a fork in my mouth right now. Good fudge. That's good stuff. Poor Ito. He can't get the sugar. I suppose you got closer because you want to hit this resin.
He's gonna freak out more.
If you're sitting around and you're new to this channel and you're wondering why your government's trying to commit suicide, it's because they know good and damn well that thumbnail of mine right there is a CME from behind the planet, from an ultraviolet blue spectrum, black light sun. They had anticipated it when they first dug the first shovel full of fucking dirt to make those bunkers. They knew good and damn well it wasn't for World War III. World War III has a purpose to keep you out of their bunkers, though. Don't believe what you're looking at on your TVs. You need to look at your sky and see your fucking moons doing cartwheels and think to yourself, does my government not know we're on our side? Oh, they do. They do know. They fucking know real well what time it is. Do you? If you don't, I suggest you get to looking at your sky. Over a 12-hour period, the goddamn thing, the entire sky, is doing a 180-degree roll. Your moon, your galactic plane, Orion, all of it. It's because you've been laying on your side since October of 2010, and nobody told you. Now, if you want to survive, you might want to get over to the fucking post section of my channel, scroll on down to Horse and a Crystal, and tear yourself back on the rest of the videos. There is a fuck ton of shit over there that you need to know. If you don't want to know, that's cool. Scroll left. Go look for a preacher, because I ain't that guy. I only got a bunch of truth to tell you. Some of it's uncomfortable. But if you can get past the uncomfortable, the rest of it's fucking amazing. And we're waiting on you. If you don't know what magnets are or what magnets can do, you might want to start looking at it, because you're a living, walking, talking magnet with a brain. That's why they fear you. They don't want you teaming up with your neighbor. Actually finding a reason to love somebody.
Finding common ground. How dare you?
I know, right? Common ground, that's dangerous shit to people who want to control you. Well, I gave him his moon, his confounded moon, Glenn. I talked to him about Isaiah 24:23, what the older books say. When I started mentioning it, you could see it in his eyes. He'd already been to seminary. He knew what some of that old book says. It's like the priests that I've spoken with. And some preachers go to seminary too. And they teach you about the older books, the canon. They don't teach you really what they say. You got to go look it up. But he's the new guy. He started off with the whole. Because I was talking about the book in Isaiah and the older books, and he was like, "Well, we let everybody what they like to how they like to worship, even the Hopi." I was like, I'm sitting there looking at the guy on Hopi land talking about how he lets the Hopi do as they please. I'm like, dude, I think you got that wrong, but okay. So we talked about his moon and his responsibility to his parishioners, because he had said something about a calling. I don't know. LDS doesn't have preachers; they have presidents or whatever, and they come in and take over an area. Is what I gathered, and they're answering a calling. And I was like, well, I've heard that from preachers too. They answered a calling. I said, and you answered the call, and you came here, making you responsible for each and every one of the people here, right? I said, well, I think you need to start looking at those signs in your book that the Creator gave you about your sky. I said, I can't manipulate that. Man cannot manipulate the sky. I said, it's given to you in Isaiah 24 and 23 in a confounded moon. And in the older book, it refers to it as when the sister system nears Earth. The axis shifts, making the sky roll. Thus begins tribulations of Earth. And that began 15 years ago, sir. 15 years and 2 months. I don't think he'd noticed, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be looking. So it went pretty good. I just didn't have Raw with me. So I stuck to Magnet and Confounded Moon. You know, the important shit. Anyway, it's not really important that Ra is not a god in Egypt. It's just something that helps make them realize how deeply they've been lied to. I think I think I got through to this guy without that. I didn't have any signal there at all. I don't know. Their building must be blocking signal or something. Because I stepped outside and the signal was there again. But like I said, I got out in the confounded moon and his responsibilities to his parishioners that he took upon himself. Anyway, if he does look, I'm sure I'll probably hear about it. I hope for all his parishioners he does. There's only about 12 people there today, though. It wasn't a whole big bunch of people. That included the kids, maybe 20. Nah, I don't even think there was 20 people there today. We were singing Christmas songs, though. It was pretty cool. I knew a couple of them. Holy night and glory, glory, hallelujah. Anyway, we sung a few songs. It went all right, Glenn. It went all right. You know, every time I walk into a church, I can almost expect them to call the cops, tell some crazy guy walked in. But I didn't get that either. I got fully understanding what I had to say from him. So again, it went well. It was a hell of a lot better than that one preacher. He didn't even want to hear it. Jesus is coming back. Yeah. I told him, I said, your fucking moon's confounded, bro. He started screaming about Jeebus coming back. And I was like, oh dear. This guy's all excited now. Well, hey, man.
Yeah.
Who knows? He'd probably be looking at his damn moon. I'll tell you that right now. Jeebus is returning. He was convinced. As soon as I said something about the confounded moon, he went off about Jeebus coming back. I was like, well,
Hmm.
I guess I'm done talking because you just all excited about it. Won't stop. He's like, Jeebus, Jeebus, Jeebus. But yeah, that didn't happen today.
Like
It went pretty good.
someone that's wrong.
I just thought it was funny how he started talking about how he lets other people worship any way they want. I'm like, dude, so I think it's the other way around. People are letting you worship the way you want.
That sounds
Well,
along the lines with scientifically.
he's up here on a nation that isn't the same as where we come from. You know, they allowed him up here. That's just, I'm an outsider and I see that. So yeah, the way he worded that kind of it hit me. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Really? You just let everybody worship the way they want. Nifty. I don't know. I see a couple of crosses up here that's the only thing left of their building as a reminder. So, yeah.
Oh, scientifically he's upset about fucking YouTube and his views.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Did he get shadow banned again?
Mm-hmm.
It's tough.
He's upset his short got 1,800 views. And
Uh-huh.
his videos got 60 collectively.
What does 1,800 view get? Like 5 fucking thumbs ups?
It's a little fucking mean thing.
Yeah,
Not even.
figures. Well, like I said, I'm thankful Lee badmouths me because anybody going to his page with any amount of curiosity would want to take a look at Satan's child of confusion. And they come over here and see what I'm talking about, and then they go and look at their moon, and they know good and damn well who the liar is. Lee. So they stop fucking liking his shit. They stop watching his shit. It's, it's the nature of a fucking lie. People figure out you're a liar, you're done. Why the fuck would you base and make videos of cutout moons not doing cartwheels if the goddamn sky is doing cartwheels? People can literally look up and see the fucking things doing cartwheels. Lee knows good and damn well this guy's doing fucking new tricks. He refuses to use a camera to prove me wrong because he can't. There's no way in hell you can take a picture on the east horizon of the moon and take a picture on the west horizon of the moon and have them look the same because they're not. They have done flipped 180 degrees every night. And people can see that shit. That's why nobody likes his fucking videos because he's a fucking liar. Verifiable by the fucking big ass blue thing in your fucking window. Again, that's why I go church to church because they talk about the confounded moon and then they can look up and see, indeed, the moon is confounded. What the fuck are you going to do with that? How are you going to lie about it and expect people to keep watching your shit when they're busy watching the sky and know good and damn well you're a fucking liar? Keep sending them my way, boo. Call me anything you fucking want. Please. That just draws more attention to the truth. Because I'm not over here lying like you. That's why people keep watching the videos I make. I haven't been wrong. I may say crazy shit, but that crazy shit, look around. It's life. It's in your face. Your government is committing suicide as we watch. I was told that it was, and I told you that it was going to. I'm not lying. I'm not wrong. I hope it sends everybody my way. Some people don't look. They see that name of Jeebus that he invokes. 4 or 5 people every time fall for it. Oh, Jeebus. I can't open all the eyes. It's up to you to open your eyes and look. If you can shut your mouth long enough. It gets in the way of your eyes sometimes, I've noticed. But now the preacher, he got the message, Glenn. He got it good. I don't doubt that. But what's he going to do with it is the question I'm curious about. Is he going to look? Of course he's going to look. When he notices, is he going to talk about it? I don't know. I'd really like to see him do it. I can't think of another topic that's more important right now. Our planet laid onto its side, and our entire sky is spinning. That's your sky. It's not your internet. That's your fucking sky. I can't manipulate that, but I can point at it. And what's funny is on Facebook, I see the reactions of human beings all day long. I'm over there, I'll post up, fucking copy paste 1,000 different people. Confounded moon, north to south hemisphere view all night long, sitting there doing a roll. You gotta watch it hour by hour or every 12 hours. Look at it, compare your fucking pictures. If you gotta draw a picture to remember what the moon looked like, it don't look like that now, does it? It's changing every hour. What angle it's looking at. The orientation we look at it changed. Simple as that. We tilted. Just like it said so in Isaiah 24:23. It's confounded. It's that simple. You're either going to look or not. Because I know you understand my words. Some people over there laugh. The same day I post it, I'll go over there with another copy paste. Just because you refuse to look does not negate the fucking reality that it is. I'm just pointing. If you choose to laugh rather than look, that's a direct indicator of your intelligence level, I think. People don't get smart by laughing at new concepts, do they? So if someone's pointing out something obvious, like your moon is doing cartwheels, and you want to laugh before you look, please do. Please fucking keep laughing and never look. Because I personally do not want your genes in the next pool. We've got enough dumbasses walking around the planet as it is, for God's sake. How else you want me to feel about it? That's all I got. If I don't point up and say, hey, You look at the moon at rise, and then 12 hours later, it's going to be upside down completely. And you laugh at me without looking? Yeah, you're a dumbass. You're a fucking full fledged dumbass that doesn't need to have your genes in the next pool. I don't know any other way to fucking look at that. Makes me happy you ain't looking. Jeez. I've been putting up with people like you all my life. I'll be glad when you're gone. Kidding me? Don't look. Please. Think I'm crazy. Ready to go. And I found a couple other churches, Glenn. So I got shit to do for weeks. One of them we drove by, they were in the middle of a sermon, so I didn't want to stop. I want to catch them before or after the sermon. Seems to be best. I didn't want to interrupt their service this morning. I mean, I still respect, you know, what they're doing. In their hearts, they're trying to do right, I imagine. So I let them, when it ain't the right time, it ain't the right time. I'm not forcing it, you know. We'll catch them later. I think this is the first sermon I sat in on in years, though. And I had a good time. Like I said, it was just a bunch of singing. Wasn't a whole lot of praying and talking going on. We were just singing Christmas carols. I thought that was cool. Some of them I didn't know, but some of them I did. It was a good time. Like I said, I had a good conversation with the preacher. I kind of wish I had Ra at hand, but I didn't have signal in that building. Hell, I went in there. I couldn't even find him at first. I went in where everybody had the potluck on Thursday. And there wasn't nobody in there. I could hear them over the speaker. I knew they was in there talking. I finally found the door everybody was in. Sat down, grabbed me a hymn, started singing with them. I almost didn't go because I wore all my good pants this week already. They're all dirty. I got pancake mix on this pair of pants. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go in. Look like I had breakfast this morning. I'm gonna go put pants on little girl. I'm not sure. We might be leaving out of here tomorrow night or Tuesday night. I'm not sure. I'm gonna hang out and see what Jamie's up to for the next couple of days. I think he wants to go out there and set up at the culture center. If he does, I'm all game for that. But I need to get down to Winslow and get myself another tank of oxygen because I done run out all that shit yesterday. Making pipes and pretty points. Got fucking purple dicro in that one. I think he's gonna maybe etch something on that one. This is my favorite point I made. You can clip that top right there and it'll be razor sharp on the edges. When it hits you, scoop out some skin and leave it in a little hoopty. Or you could fill a little hoopty with gas and shoot that motherfucker with a wick. We make bigger ones that explode upon impact too. This one's more take a chunk out of you kind of point. Put it right on a stick. Anyway, had fun yesterday. I made a bunch of bags too. Maybe we'll finish a couple of those. I need to get out the foam and start cutting on them too today. Fill the bags, get some inner liners going on and stuff. So, busy day today. Oh, Chico needs to poop.
I got you.
Just take him out. All right, y'all. I love you.
No,
Have a good Sunday.
he looks too upset.
We may do a sunset here in a couple of hours. I don't know. Depends on what I'm doing. I'll keep you appraised. Like I said, we're going to be heading down towards Mike's here next couple of days. Need to get some propane, restock some food. We're running really low on food. So definitely going to have to go to Wally World soon. So at the very least, we'll see you that day. I think we'll do a sunset tonight because it looks like there's some nice texture rolling in over here. That's the west-ish anyway, where it's coming from. So we'll see. Love y'all. Have a good day.